Hey everybody, it's Mr. Morel here, and we're going to talk about homework assignment 1.2, multivariable expressions. And if you watched my last video on single variable expressions, this is going to be so similar, you won't even know what to do. Okay, let's go ahead and start with question 1 that asks, what is the difference between a single variable expression and a multivariable expression? I really hope this isn't too difficult for you to write out. Because it's kind of awkward for me to write on the iPad very long sentences, I'm just going to tell you the answer and you can write your words in your own words, because that's kind of like what you should do anyway. And I'm just putting these squiggles so that you know that I'm here writing things or whatever. Okay, the difference between a single variable expression and a multivariable expression is really easy. A single variable expression has one kind of variable. So for example, if x is your variable, you might see x a couple of times in your expression, like in different terms, but you'll only see the letter x. You won't see the letter y in there also. You will just see the letter x, and then some numbers and some operations. But in a multivariable expression, you're going to see more than one letter, like more than one kind of letter. So you might see an X and a Y, or an X and a Z, or an A and a B, or something like that. So single variable expressions have one kind of variable. Multivariable expressions have more than one kind of variable. So pretty easy. I hope that makes sense to you. Put that in your own words. How will you know if two terms are like terms? Well, the way that you know that two terms are like terms is if they have the same variable. So remember we talked in our last video about how terms are the parts of an expression between addition signs. So if you're looking at those different terms, if they have the exact same variable, if you have two terms that have x's, those are like terms. Or let's say that you have two terms that don't have any variable at all. If they're constants, those are like terms. So put that in your own words. So again, two terms are like terms if they have the same variable, or if they don't have any variable at all. Okay, let's go ahead and look at these level 2 questions here. Okay, so the first step, if we're going to simplify an expression, like we talked about in the last video, is to identify the terms. We can't combine like terms until we know what the terms are. So in question 1, why the heck did I call that question 1? Okay, in this video, your numbers are going to be different than they are in your worksheet, because I'm going to go change the numbers on the worksheet right now. Don't judge me. This will really be question 3. Okay, so on question 3, we need to look at the terms. Well, remember, the terms are between addition signs, and this subtraction sign is kind of like an addition sign. It's like a plus negative 2a over here. So we have the term 4a, 4, and 2a there. And we want to combine the like terms. Well, the two like terms are the two terms that have a's in them. So I'm going to put the 4a and the negative 2a together. I want to add those two together, and that would give me 2a, because 4 plus negative 2 is 2a. Yeah, you know what I mean. And then we still have the plus 4 that wasn't used up. Alright, so the next question is question 4. We're going to skip that, and then we're going to go to question 6. Okay? So this one's a little bit tricky, but I don't really think that it should be. So here, once again, for me it's just easier to see the terms if I have plus signs everywhere. So I'm going to make that plus negative and that a plus negative over there. So this has 4 terms: a 20, a negative 19f, a 20f, and a negative 19g. So I need to put my like terms together. That's going to be my two terms with f's in them. Everything else is just going to stay the same. So we're going to still have a 20 plus negative 19f plus 20f is just going to be a 1f. You could just write the letter f if you want to. That usually implies that there's a 1 in front of it. Or you could write 1f. It doesn't matter to me. And then you could just write minus 19g if you want to. Or if you're comfortable writing plus negative 19g, that's great too. Alright, then we've got question 7. Let's do that right here. No minus signs, which is awesome. And the only like terms we have are these. We just need to remember that little trick that I just told you. If there's no number in front of your variable, you can assume there's one of them. It's like you have one H and another H and an I and a 4. What do you have all together? Well, we have two H's and an I and a 4. And that's our answer to number 7. Totally easy. Alright, let's go ahead and answer these questions right here. And I want to point out once again, the way that you got to this video is we have this QR code, and if I'm going too fast for you, just pause the video and take a second, and you could do the questions that I've skipped over, or whatever you need. Okay, so another kind of thing that we can do with expressions is when we have our letters here, like we do here. Oh, and on your homework, this is question 9 and 10, so we're going to look at question 10. Something we can do is with a variable, we could just assign different letters a specific number. So that's what I've done in the instructions here. I said, okay, I need you to assume that these letters equal these things. A is going to be 2, B is going to be -3, C is 0, and D is 1. And we're just going to take out our letters and put the numbers in their place. So where we see an A, I'm going to put a 2. Where we see the B, I'm going to put a -3. Where we see a C, I'm going to put a 0. And where we see a D, I'm going to put a 1. So instead of having A times B times C times D, I'm going to have 2 times -3 times 0 times 1. And then we can just multiply that through. 2 times -3 is -6. We still have times 0 and times 1. -6 times 0 is 0 times 1. And 0 times 1 is 0. So the answer here is just 0. Is that so great? I hope that is so great for you. Alright, let's go ahead and look at the back page. Here we're jumping into level 3 questions. Oh, and for some reason, this is not lining up either. Oh my gosh, you guys. What a mess. It must be the beginning of school. Okay, so that was question 10. This is going to be 11, 12, 13, 14. And also, on your worksheet, you're going to notice that level 3 is actually going to come all the way down to here. Okay, that's all level 3 also. I'm sorry, I will fix this for the next videos, and you can forgive me, and we'll be friends. Okay, so basically, I'm just going to give you a couple of hints here. I won't solve these all out. If you remember, when we multiply fractions like this, we probably want to rewrite the 4 as a fraction. It just makes multiplying a little bit easier. Oops, that's an L. Okay. And then, yeah, I'm going to kind of let you use your nice notes. We've done some nice notes about things to do with fractions before. So I'm going to let you go ahead and solve that one. Like I said, I just want to solve question 13 for you. Okay. So question 13 right here. Oh my gosh, what is going on my page? I don't even know what is happening. That's cool. Undo. I don't even know what happened. Okay, that was so weird. I am so sorry that that happened. Okay, so where were we? We were talking about question 13 right here. Okay, so once again, I've told you the same letters are going to equal the same numbers here. We just have them written out differently. So this time we're going to have 2 times 2, because I'm going to take out the A and put a 2 in its place. And one trick that I'm going to teach my students is anytime you're substituting a number in for a letter, if there's a number right in front of it, like here there's 2A, you're going to want to use parentheses. Then we've got plus -3 minus 0 times 1. Now we're going to use order of operations. I'm going to write those right here. Okay, so we're going to start by doing stuff inside of the parentheses. So -3 minus 0 is just -3. So let me go ahead and rewrite this. We don't have any exponents to worry about. We're going to do multiplication. There's 2 things of multiplication here. 2 times 2 is 4. And then -3 times 1 is -3. And then we're going to finally, no division, we're going to do our addition. 4 plus negative 3 is just 1. The correct answer to question 13 is 1. Alright, and then like I said, level 3 will continue down here. But I really think that question is very straightforward. I don't expect that you should have any issues with that. So good luck with that, and good luck with your homework assignment. And if you need any help, come see me before or after school. I'm more than happy to help you out. Alright, take care.